Hello there everybody, welcome to Nogard's Kitchen. Today we're going to learn how to make a grilled pork loin. First what we're going to do is we're going to open our pork loin into a 1-inch thick layer. So we're going to cut it through the middle, just like this. Well, not exactly through the middle, but making 1 inch of thickness, just like that. And once we have reached the 1 inch, here we need a little longer. Cut through, just like that. Here we have around 1 inch. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open the other side, following the same rule of opening it up 1 inch. So now it's going to be around half the pork loin. Make sure to follow the line of your cut, or else you're going to have these marks. You don't want that. You want it to be nice, neat, and straight. So follow up, just like that. Easy does it, nice and evenly. You don't have to be extremely fast with this. You want precision, not speed. So, and you're not in a hurry, so take your time. A bit more from over here. There we go. You see, we have around 1 inch everywhere, except this part. This was the thinnest part of the loin. But on top, we have 1 inch everywhere. This is what we want. Now this is what we are going to marinate. And so we put the loin aside and we start with the marinade. Now for the marinade, first step, we are going to season our pork loin with salt and pepper to taste. If you like more salt, add more salt. If you like more pepper, add more pepper. But I like to add around the same amount of salt and pepper. I add around, what would it be? 2 to 3 tablespoons, no, like 1 to 2 tablespoons of salt and pepper. So we have a bit of salt, we have pepper. Rub it around the pork loin, turn it around, and repeat. We don't remove the grease from the pork loin because since we're going to cook it on the grill, we're going to need it to have a bit of grease so it protects the meat and it doesn't burn. Now what we're going to do, we're going to grab a bag, Ziploc bag, or a container if you prefer. I prefer using bags because it keeps the liquid easier. Grab pork loin, put in there. Okay, now we're going to add our olive oil. There we go. Don't be shy with it. And we're gonna add our garlic. Our peppermint. You can chop these, but don't do it before so the oils are not released before. You can chop into smaller pieces with your hand. Our rosemary, same thing. And our oregano. everything in there. Try to mix it up. Try to get a bit of everything everywhere. Both sides. Do this. Flip it around. Get your rub everywhere. Okay. Finally, we add our onion. The onion, what it's going to do, it is going to tenderize our meat without us having to hit it with a mallet or use tenderizers. Onion is a natural tenderizer, just like pineapple and vinegar. But I like the taste of onion, so we are adding onion. Get it all in there. There you go. Same thing. Spread it out evenly around both sides. Get your onion everywhere. Put some in the middle. Hold it up. One on top. One bottom. And now, add a bit more salt. A bit more pepper. Spread it out. Close our bag. Shake it up. This is why I like bags. It's easier to mix and just shake. Okay. Got our onion in there. Now we're going to close our bag. Make sure to get rid of as much air as possible. Close it up and let it marinate in the fridge for a whole day. Now that everything has marinated in the fridge for about 4 hours or a whole day, what we're gonna do now is you can either grill this or you can barbecue it. I prefer to grill it because it gives it an even coloring, and that is what I want. So what I'm gonna do is I heat up my grill on my barbecue outside, because it is better to do outside. We're gonna heat it up and put it on low heat, let it cook. And remember, always try to get rid of as much of the onion and all the marinade as possible, because we're going to use that to make kind of like gravy. So we have all of this here, and we have heating up over here another pan where I'm going to throw everything on, just like that. We're going to let this, with all the meat juice and everything, cook, start boiling. So everything is on there, and I have here some wine just to give a bit of flavor to our gravy. So we just let this sit here. We're not going to close this, because if we close it, it's going to start cooking from the both sides, and we don't want that. We want it to cook one side, then we flip it around and cook the other side. When do we know when to flip it? As always, when we're cooking something, you'll see the cooking area go up to around halfway through the meat. So we let this cook, low to medium heat. Just, there we go, fix that, fix that, fix that. And we let this sit here for a while. Well, also our gravy is cooking. This we want it to have on high to medium heat. We see here for like gravy substance, the meat juice has started cooking and creating clumps. This is okay. All we want to do is cook the onion and everything in there to make it soft and easy to chew. That's the reason I'm going to be adding some wine. You can add some broth, some wine, anything you like. So right now what we're doing is we're softening up the onion and making all the flavors integrate. Okay, now we see that our gravy has completely dried up and a lot of smoke is coming out, and our onion is quite soft. So now this is when we add either our broth or our wine to glaze it. I'm going to be adding all of our wine. Go. Give this a good mix. And we let this boil. Let the wine deglaze everything. And we let it cook for a while longer. Around 5 to 10 more minutes. Now, with our loin here, we see the heat has traveled all the way to the middle of the meat. So it's been around 6 minutes. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna flip it over. There we go, nice color. Press it down so it sears completely. And we let it cook for another 6 minutes. See in here, yep, it has cooked well, right there in the middle. We don't want it to dry up, so we're gonna cook it for another 5 minutes. And 5 minutes have gone by. If you want to check if your meat is cooked, what you can do is make a cut, see the middle. It's completely white. Best case scenario, you want it to be a little bit pink. So we have a little bit of pink in there, not much. We cooked it a bit too much. So this piece of meat is ready. What we're gonna do is put it on the side and let it cool down a while, because you want meat to rest for around 5 minutes before you start eating it, so all the juices get soaked up in the meat. So what we're gonna do is cut a piece of meat, put a bit of your gravy, well, not your gravy, your topping that you've been cooking of your meat, season it with salt, pepper, all the good stuff, put it on top and just enjoy. Here I have a side of some vegetables. I'm gonna close it right now, cook them, and this is how you cook the loin. So if you like this recipe, please leave a like and subscribe, and leave in the comment any other recipe you would like me to try. Bon appetit!